For more Liquid Lunch, head over to YouTube, do a search for Liquid Lunch TV, and hit that subscribe button.
Closing time this Freaky Friday. You're watching Liquid Lunch on Newsmax TV. I'm John Tobacco. And for closing time, it's the last call for the day and today for the week. And week 9 is in the books. We're on our 3rd month now, so I'm going to keep saying we're on for 3 months. And Dow Jones up 100, rebounding nicely after being down for a couple of days. Bitcoin down a few $100, but still at 10,387 as we speak. And a little housekeeping before Frankie corrects all my mistakes for today. I want to send a shout out to all our friends, the employees and viewers over at themolddoctor.com. And if you have emergency hazard remediations, floods, storms, anything, you go to molddoctor.com. You tell Tommy you heard about him from Liquid Lunch, and he'll treat you like family. And also, I want to note, I've been talking about iconic brands on the show for a couple of months now. They're the new distributor of the Hooters brand of liquor and the Prosecco from Christy Brinkley and the Vidi Vodka from Chaz Palminteri, but announced today that they and our good friends Jonathan and Joey Incredible at the Special Equities Group did a $3 million investment, so they may be cashed up and looking to really affect those plans. Check out Ida, Charlie, Nancy, Boy, and maybe we'll get DeSico and some of the crew on here and get some sponsorship money out of them now that Shex and Reddit gave them some cash. And now that I've done that, this floor is yours.
We're hoping for that sponsorship money. There are some of us whose salaries depend on it. But there are many, many mistakes that John made throughout today's program, and we're only going to be able to touch on a few in the limited amount of time that we have. First, John announced that Bill de Blasio had time yesterday to meet with Eric Garner's parents. That is not true. He met with Eric Garner's mother and some other members of the Garner family, but we don't know where Eric Garner's father is, but he was not at Gracie Mansion yesterday meeting with Bill de Blasio. So that's absolutely incorrect. Now, poor Ned Lamont, our director and man of 1,000 hats, who plays a huge production role. You should have seen him panicking when John threw to the wrong clip in the midst of the politics panel. So John announces that he's throwing to a clip from the rally in North Carolina, even though had he just watched the clips that are all available for watching before the show, he would have known that that was a clip from the White House yesterday and the president explaining what happened at the rally. Then, of course, it would not be a Walker Bragman day if you didn't call him Walter at least once. I got nervous. I thought you were going to make it out of that show without calling him Walter, but we got a Walter in at the very end of that segment. And then again, even after your daughters corrected you, you still said, about 20 minutes ago, it's half past the bottom of the hour. It's not half past the bottom of the hour. It's half past the hour. There's no half past the bottom of the hour. It's half past the hour. Once you pass 30 minutes, it's half past. There's no half past the bottom. When are you half past the top? Then you indicated when we were joined by Bart Sabrell that he was joining Frank and I. Of course, it's Frank and me he was joining. You said a funny thing happened to me on the way to the moon was a book, when in actuality it was a documentary. And then finally, John, I really have to take issue with this. The pants that you have on today do not match that suit. These are the worst pants that you've worn in at least 4 months. In fact, they're not even pants.
They're not pants. You don't think these are pants, and you don't think these go well with.
John, you're wearing
They're light
shorts.
Blue shorts.
It looks like boxer shorts.
I'm going Bermuda style today. I mean, you wear, sometimes it's hot out. It's 99 degrees here in New York. And I got the aluminum hat back on because I just want to say, I'm going to correct Frank now.
Oh, boy.
Okay? The biggest mistake he made was having that lunatic tinfoil hat wearing guy denying that some of the greatest heroes in American history never set foot on the moon. And I don't think I want to have him on anymore.
Well,
and I certainly got nervous when I realized that he was clicking around on his own computer because I was kind of nervous about what might pop up on that screen.
Well, lunatic, of course, comes from Luna, which is the moon, and
That's right.
I agree with you. I honor the incredible contributions
Buzz
of all the
Aldrin
Apollo
did the
11.
right thing, cracking him in the mouth. And
Well,
I'll tell you what,
I
for
would
80 some odd years old, tomorrow's the 50th anniversary.
tough.
This guy's been literally to the moon and back.
That's true.
He still had a pretty nice right hook.
And lastly, one quick correction for our production staff. There's a promo airing for Liquid Lunch during Liquid Lunch. Now, it's a great promo, but people that are watching Liquid Lunch don't need a commercial during Liquid Lunch telling them to watch Liquid Lunch. I mean, they're already convinced. So the promos should be airing during the other great Newsmax shows like Brett Winterble and John Cardillo, Howie Carr. We don't need people being told to watch Liquid Lunch.
4, 3, we're going to launch to next week. You're watching Liquid Lunch. Have a great weekend. We'll see.
We don't need people being told to
5,
watch Liquid Lunch.
4, 3, we're going to launch to next week. You're watching Liquid Lunch. Have a great weekend. We'll see you Monday. Same bat time, same bat channel.